Hey folks, welcome to another Poker 50/50 interview. We are here with 2010's online cash game man of the year, I guess, in many ways, Dan Jungleman12 Cates. In a world where, poker fame is built on tournament wins, Dan, you've jumped into the poker consciousness because of the stellar ultra high stakes cash game play. Looking up your profile online, somebody trying to see, oh, who's this guy, would see $20,000 in online cashes and not much more other than a fleet of news stories detailing that, the high stakes cash adventures that you'd had, including clearing 5.5 million in 2010, the most of any player recorded by the high stakes databases, according to a few spots. Not too bad for the new kid on the block. Uh, what's it been like for you?
Well, it's been a pretty good experience. I mean, I'm very happy to have made so much money in 2010. Trying to uh, translate over to live play, so I can maybe be to maybe be a little bit more well known. And I always thought it'd be cool to win a tournament as well. But I'm very proud of what I've done in 2010.
That's great. Now, usually cash game players tend to be very private. What made you want to jump into the public light and grab the Dirt Challenge and things like that, where you knew there was going to be coverage?
Well, with the Dirt Challenge, honestly, it wasn't really a matter of, of like trying to jump into the light. I mean, that was a kind of neat side effect that I wasn't really used to. But I mean, I just thought the Dirt Challenge would be just a profitable like venture,
So
basically.
basically, he offered the right odds and it was on.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's not too bad. After a splash onto the scene like that in 2010, what do you think your biggest challenge is going to be in 2011?
Well, still winning will be still a challenge, I'd imagine, because the players are constantly always getting better. Um, Trying to win a tournament will be
Right.
one of my challenges. Working on that, or trying to do well in tournaments, anyways. Just trying to, and I guess in the meantime, balance that as well with the other things in my life. After all, poker shouldn't be. I always think that poker shouldn't be like the only thing.
Yeah.
Um, that's like for anyone in their life. I try to, I mean, uh, go out more and lead a healthy lifestyle,
Yeah.
that sort of thing
Do
as
you have
well.
any particular hobbies, charities, other things you like to do?
Um, I'll be looking at charities in 2011. As for hobbies, I would say that I, well, I'm really into like a lot of underground music.
Nice.
I listen to a lot of different genres, that sort of thing.
Cool. Cool. What was the playing in the, speaking of tournaments, what was playing in the ultra high roller at the PCA like for you? I mean, a very tight cluster of some of the best players in the world.
Well, it was different from the other experience that not experiences, tournaments that I've played. It was just the players were much better, of course, and um, it had a pretty good structure actually, so it was good in that sense as well. But it was just tougher overall, and um, not as many easy pots to win, basically.
Fair enough. Now you're playing in the so much smaller $25,000 high roller right now. How's that going? How's that experience been?
Um, it's kind of as you'd expect. It's not quite the 10K. It's not quite the 100K. It's still not like super soft, but it's been fun, and also there are still a lot of good players in it. But I mean, not there are some weaker spots as well. And right now, it's not going quite as well as the 100K was at this time, I think.
Hmm.
But it's going okay. I have like starting stack, and like a third of the players have been eliminated. So, um, I mean, yeah, it's just not going super great, but I'm still in it.
All right. Okay, so are there more tournaments in your future then? You talked about, I want to win one, that's one of my goals. Is that definitely you in 2010? Are you going to be following the circuit?
Well, probably not the circuit. It's not like a huge goal,
Yeah.
but I just would really like to try to do that. Um, yeah, there'll be more tournaments for sure. Like if there were like the WSOPE, not E, just the WSOP in Vegas. I'll be playing that almost certainly, and then also after the PCA, I'll be playing Aussie Millions.
Nice.
Um, as for between that, I'm not like 100%, but I got a few other things to do.
Hmm?
but I may play other tournaments.
You're heading down for the $100,000 high roller in Australia?
Well, I'm not certain if I'll play in that, but I may play in it, yes.
Well, okay, good to get out there. That's all right. Now, point blank, just getting it right out there, why do you think that you have an edge against any player online?
Well, that's an interesting question. It's just I wouldn't want to say that necessarily, but I do think I have a good chance versus any player, or certainly most players. I'm sure there at certain games players can beat me if I was to play like stud or whatever, probably wouldn't do too well. But I guess at Hold'em and PLO, I don't know, just a lot of experience. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying, so other than, the game style, but is game selection even an issue for you anymore? Do you look at the table and go, no, not this guy? Do you just want to play heads up? How do you want to work with it?
Well, I mean, I prefer to play.
And the train wreck happens. All right.
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, I'd prefer to play heads up if possible. If heads up no limit, that's my favorite game. I would say that game selection is sometimes an issue. Like if say I'm not feeling well or whatever, then I won't play as tough as opponents. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood for stress. But it's still like there's never really a point where game selection is never an issue, or it should like never be an issue, at least based on the conditions of your lifestyle. And yeah, I mean it's generally not, but sometimes it can be.
Do you think you have the same edge live? Are you going to be able to just walk into any style of game you're comfortable with and play with the field?
Well, live play is quite a bit different from online, so I can't say that I have the same edge live really at all. It's just like the way that I play is more like about adapting and more about like solid fundamentals and more of a long-term sort of thing, and not really a style that's like going to make, well, it's just that my style is more geared towards adapting to an opponent in the long run rather than the short run, I'd say. Mm-hmm. And I'm just not used to playing live poker that much right now, so I can't really say for sure.
And we've seen Isildur 1 come on, of course, now known as Victor Bloom. Oh, that was a surprise. Come on and hit the scene and just run variant swings, enough to make a roller coaster sick. What do you think is keeping you from getting into that same bend, or why is your play so different than his?
Well, because I actually have game selection standards, I'd say. I think if Isildur was a little bit more refined in like when he played and how he played. Well, not how he played, but like who he was playing. Like there were times in which Isildur was like four tabling or like eight tabling like Phil Ivey and Patrick Antonius at their best games, which is just ridiculous. If Isildur didn't do like extreme things like that just like can't be profitable, then I think that he would certainly be like a big winner. I would just say the difference between me and him, or one of the biggest differences, is just that I actually do have like some game selection standards. So, but
now, and the last thing, do you have any plans to play on any of the high-stakes TV games? Now, these are live, these are on TV and that sort of thing, a little out of your comfort zone, but would you want to play on one?
Yeah, I would, and I think I will be playing on them in the future.
Great. Have you already talked to somebody about one in particular? Or?
Well, I can't comment yet, but yeah, I've been talking about them.
Great stuff. Well, Dan Cates, Jungleman12 online, and we hope that your 2011 is even more stellar and we get to watch even more action.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming on, and we'll see you down the road.
Mm-hmm.